I'm Colin Whittington, founder of Recruiting Heroes. As a former deputy sheriff myself, I know exactly what it feels like to hang up the badge and wonder what's next. For years, your identity has been tied to service, structure, and sacrifice. But here's the truth: your mission doesn't end when your time in law enforcement does, it just changes. But you may be asking yourself, how do I take all of that experience and turn it into a civilian career I actually enjoy? And that's a great question. At Recruiting Heroes, we help law enforcement officers translate their experience into meaningful, successful careers in the private sector. We understand what it's like to transition, to go from a career built on duty and discipline to a world that speaks an entirely different language and may not understand or appreciate your experience. That's why we built a system designed for you to help you stand out, get noticed, and get hired faster. But let's be honest, the job market right now is tough. Companies are tightening budgets, layoffs are happening across industries, and competition for good jobs is higher than ever. If you have already started your job search process, you have probably already experienced just how challenging this job market is. You may have sent out dozens or even hundreds of applications with either no response or generic rejection letters. Sadly, that experience is extremely common for law enforcement officers hoping to break into a new industry in the civilian world. And that's why we created the Private Sector Ops Plan. This program is a complete one on one career transformation program designed specifically for current and former law enforcement officers. And here's what it includes. First, you'll get a private one on one coaching call with me, where we build your personalized transition strategy and identify the career paths that truly fit your skills and goals. Then, I will personally write you a professional resume and cover letter. They are built to translate your law enforcement experience into language that civilian hiring managers can understand and appreciate. Having a strong resume and cover letter is absolutely essential in the modern job market. And most candidates who come to us for help don't have resumes that are nearly strong enough to make them stand out. We make sure to change that. Next, I'll optimize your LinkedIn profile so you can stand out online, attract recruiters, and start showing up for the kind of roles you actually want. LinkedIn has become one of the most important parts of the private sector job search process. In fact, recruiters in the civilian world are actually spending more time looking at candidates' LinkedIn profiles than they are looking at their resumes. You have to have a profile that truly reflects what you bring to the table. And finally, you'll get immediate and lifetime access to two powerful new tools. First, the Heroes Academy. The Heroes Academy is my flagship program where you'll find in depth training on job searching, networking, interviewing, and personal branding. It is everything I wish I had when I was struggling to look for a career after law enforcement. Second, you'll get access to the Heroes community, which is my private community where I work closely with law enforcement officers looking to make the transition. You'll have access to weekly live coaching calls with me. I share job openings in your desired industry, I help with introductions, and so much more. Over the past few years, we've helped hundreds of law enforcement officers and professionals like you take control of their careers. Not by blasting out their applications everywhere, but by targeting the right roles and industries that truly value their background. When you work with us, you don't just get a few documents. You get direction, strategy, and a community that supports you every step of the way. If you are ready to stop feeling stuck and start building your next mission with purpose and clarity, I'd love to help you do it. Visit recruitingheroesllc.com to learn more and schedule your free consultation call today. Because your skills, your leadership, and your experience matter. They just need to be shown in the right light. At Recruiting Heroes, we're not just helping you find a job, we're helping you build your future.